I've looked at my blood biochemistry and I'm actually now younger and healthier than I've ever been.
Today, we'll be exploring groundbreaking research from none other than David Sinclair, a renowned Harvard professor who's been at the forefront of longevity research. In this video, we will talk about 3 things. 1. Why and how we age. 2. How Dr. David is reversing his age. 3. What can we do to slow aging and possibly reverse it too? So buckle up because this is going to be a fascinating ride. Did you know that scientists can now predict your biological age and even estimate how long you might live just by analyzing your blood? This mind-blowing concept is known as the DNA clock. Essentially, our DNA carries markers that change predictably as we age. By reading these markers, researchers can get a pretty accurate picture of how old our bodies really are, not just our chronological age.
There's actually a DNA clock that tells our bodies how old we are. I could take your blood and read it, and I could tell you roughly when you're going to die.
So, what exactly causes us to age? David Sinclair proposes an intriguing theory called the information theory of aging. It's not just about the wear and tear on our bodies. Instead, it's about the loss of vital information over time, particularly epigenetic information.
What we think is going on is that our bodies are losing essential information as we get older that drives many, if not all, of those hallmarks that we know exist.
Let's break this down a bit. We all know about DNA, the genetic code that makes us who we are. But above this genetic information is something called the epigenome. The epigenome is like the conductor of an orchestra, determining which genes are turned on or off. Think of your DNA like this spool of thread. The epigenome is responsible for winding and unwinding it, controlling gene expression. As we age, this process becomes less efficient. The spool gets tangled, and our cells start to lose their identity and function.
The saying is aging is caused because cells lose their packaging, and then eventually cells lose their identity. Disease ensues, cells check out, they become zombie-like, and then
senescence, right?
Senescence, and then our organs fail.
Enter sirtuins, our body's own little repair crew. These are enzymes that help maintain the structure of our DNA and assist in repair processes. Imagine them as tiny Pac-Men, going around fixing the damage and keeping everything in order.
But what we've discovered over the last 20 years is there are certain types of enzymes that help package the DNA and help with the DNA repair. These are the ones that are doing the ping pong game. We basically will age more rapidly. Conversely, what's really exciting is we've discovered that you can make them more active.
So how can we activate these amazing enzymes? Regular exercise and intermittent fasting are key. When you exercise or skip a meal, your body responds to this mild stress by ramping up the activity of sirtuins, promoting better DNA repair and maintenance.
The other is to be hungry, either a couple of times a week or every day, skip a meal or two. And then your body will turn on these sirtuins, make more of that fuel, NAD, for the enzymes. And we think that's what's in part responsible for the health benefits of those lifestyle choices.
Now, let's dive into something really intriguing, the 3 levels of aging reset. David Sinclair and his team have identified 3 distinct ways we can potentially turn back the clock on aging.
Well, there are different levels to resetting aging. There are 3 levels that we know of. The first is pretty easy to reset or to manipulate. These are the proteins that turn genes on and off very quickly. We call them transcription factors. And they basically read a gene and make a protein. That's what they do. That's level 1. That's easy. Go a little bit hungry, that'll change. Level 2 is a little bit harder. The level 2 is not just changing which genes are quickly turned on and off, but actually silencing genes for a long time. And this is where my enzymes that we work on, the sirtuins, come into play, is level 3, the deep layer of aging.
So let's break this down. Level 1 is all about quick changes in gene expression. This can be influenced by simple lifestyle choices like exercise and diet. Level 2 involves more stable, long-term changes, and this is where our old friends, the sirtuins, come into play. And level 3? Well, that's the holy grail of aging research, actually reversing the biological clock. One of the ways scientists are measuring and potentially reversing aging is through something called the DNA methylation clock. This clock involves chemical changes to our DNA that happen predictably as we age. These changes are called methylation patterns. We can read the methylation patterns on your DNA to determine your biological age very accurately. By understanding and potentially reversing these patterns, we might be able to extend lifespan significantly. Let's talk about metformin. Originally prescribed for diabetes, this drug is now showing promise as a potential longevity booster. How? By mimicking the effects of fasting at a cellular level. Metformin activates a pathway called AMPK, which helps the body manage energy more efficiently. It tricks the body into thinking it's hungry, promoting beneficial stress responses that can help extend lifespan. Metformin essentially tells your cells to hunker down and protect themselves, enhancing their repair mechanisms. This drug is already widely used and has a well-understood safety profile, making it a fascinating candidate for anti-aging therapy. Next up, let's talk about NAD boosters. NAD, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is a molecule that plays a crucial role in energy production and DNA repair in our cells. As we age, our NAD levels decline, leading to decreased cellular function and repair. NAD boosters, like nicotinamide riboside, NR, and nicotinamide mononucleotide, NMN, can help restore NAD levels in the body. This, in turn, enhances the activity of sirtuins and other repair enzymes, promoting longevity. Now, have you ever heard of cryotherapy? It's the practice of exposing your body to extremely cold temperatures for short periods. This might sound extreme, but it's gaining popularity for its potential health benefits, including boosting metabolism and increasing brown fat. Cold exposure can increase the amount of brown fat in your body. Unlike regular fat, brown fat burns energy and generates heat, which can help keep you lean and healthy. So, if you're looking to stay fit and boost your metabolism, a bit of cold exposure might just be what you need. Plus, it can activate beneficial stress responses in your body, promoting overall health. Now let's talk about the future, genetic reprogramming. This is where things get really exciting. Scientists are exploring ways to reset the biological clock in our cells, essentially reversing age-related damage.
And what we got was an old mouse, by every account, based on histology, which is looking at the tissues, based on their physiology. They got gray, they got arthritis, they got heart disease even. And when we look at the molecular clock, that methylation clock.
So, what does David Sinclair himself do to stay young? His daily regimen includes taking resveratrol, NMN, and metformin. He also incorporates regular exercise and intermittent fasting. By following these practices, Sinclair aims to maximize his health and longevity. And while some of these strategies are still being researched, they offer a glimpse into the potential future of anti-aging therapies. So, what can you do today to improve your health and potentially extend your lifespan? Here are some practical tips based on Sinclair's research. 1. Exercise regularly. Keep your body active to enhance DNA repair and cellular function. 2. Practice intermittent fasting. Give your body the stress it needs to activate longevity pathways. 3. Consider supplements. Look into NAD boosters like NR or NMN, and talk to your doctor about metformin if you're curious. 4. Cold exposure. Try incorporating some cold showers or cryotherapy into your routine. 5. Stay informed. Keep up with the latest research on longevity and make informed decisions about your health. If you found this video helpful and want more cutting-edge information on health and longevity, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're committed to bringing you the latest research and practical tips to help you live your healthiest, longest life. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and join our community.